scatter shot is in there. The defending queen, where's the warden going?
What?
No!
He's gone. Giant's running around here, does try to take out the wizard tower, unfortunately can't, as a ground expo switches targets to his queen, and it's going to be a defense here for Ismail.
The Root Riders splitting down the bottom as well, despite not having any healers to help.
Oh, is he going to get that? No!
The Ricochet Cannon! What? The healers are on the Royal Champion, and now the healers are getting battered by the Town Hall defense. They will be going down pretty soon.
Rocket Balloon's coming to the bottom side into that mortar. Indeed it is. The fireball with no poison. 3 earthquakes here, so he's wanting to remove the Town Hall and the Clan Castle together. For the buildings, but he luckily does go for the Tesla. If he uses an invis, there you go, 1, 2, and a couple. He's going to go invis behind the Town Hall and actually grab the core of the base, including the ricochet cannons.
Oh, that warden is still taking a lot of damage. The town is firing as well. The scatter shot is in there. The defending queen, where's the warden going?
What?
No!
He's gone. The warden was supposed to go grab the Town Hall, but he walked to the bottom side and said, no thank you, Town Hall remains, as we have the king ability going off.
Queen is going for more buildings on this top side. The action figure actually turning around and going for the Town Hall, but at this point it's too late. He has deployed the Royal Champion, and it's now all about getting the percentage points up.
One final Baby Dragon to use. Goldmine will go down with that multi-mortar. Baby Dragon to the right, pairs in the freeze, so the Rocket Balloons can try to go in towards this air defense, so the Baby Dragon can continue some value. But unfortunately, they don't go over there as a tornado trap actually activates, and the air defense does indeed remain up.
Yeah, really unfortunate. Warden not really following the original plan and having some different plans of, I'm not even sure what exactly he followed.
Einstein it is. He has been so impressive in the first couple of wars, actually. And here we go with the Warden Fireball. He has this as his signature move, lands that Fireball, gets brilliant value there. You do need a 3rd Earthquake to take out that Ricochet Cannon, so often just left, and he can pick that up with the Warden as he moves in. Now he can utilize the Rage Gem alongside the Archer Queen and those Root Riders diving into the base, overgrowthing the Town Hall so that he's not taking the damage of that huge range. But hopefully the timing here wears off, whereby he can snipe it out pretty quick.
Yeah, the overgrowth is about to wear off here soon. Flameflinger is still doing work to the top side.
Took a lot of damage on the healers there and lost most of them, in fact, which means now his heroes being obliterated by the defending Minion Prince, not going to be able to survive. He's still got some troops to come out of the Flame Flinger, but at this point, it's trying to keep the percentage up, because remember, they are ahead on not just stars, but a good amount of percent over Milliceme MG, but the last attack by Isma was 83%.
He is surpassing what Isma was able to do of the 83%. So Rapati Gaming are in a very comfortable position at the moment, but things can change on a dime. One attack from Milliceme MG, and they can be right back in it. Yeah, Root Riders have been the star so far here today, and they will continue to be the star this weekend as the World Champion is charging her way through this left side in towards the Poison Spell Tower. The Ground Expo is over here as well. We'll have that troop launcher to utilize to try to protect the healers through this push. And he does pull back the RC with the Spirit Fox. We're seeing another overgrowth on that Town Hall, so the Town Hall doesn't get any of the shots on, but it's a risky play. You got to make sure that you try to be near the Town Hall as it activates again.
Yeah, the Town Hall is actually going to reactivate. Another overgrowth is in, and this Archer Queen is now there to take down the Town Hall, and a lot of the damage for the base is going down. The troops so far are really grouped up, which is nice for him. It is 3 hero abilities still left, with another range and an invis spell as well on top.
But only one healer is alive. If the healer can stay protected, it looks like the Warden ability might just be forced. It's so low. There's quite a bit left on this base and just under 60 seconds remaining.
There's not much time left, but he has those two hero abilities which can clutch on the back end. There goes the spiky ball ability. The queen ability can be used as well to spawn that giant and some more archer queens to deal even more damage. There we go with that. One super barbarian, making sure that hopefully time is not a deciding factor in the end, but power is the first problem he has to think about.
The queen's trying to get any additional value she can over this wall. Giant's running around here, does try to take out the wizard tower, unfortunately can't, as a ground expo switches targets to his queen, and it's going to be a defense here for Esports.
Ice Golem followed by that wall breaker. Just trying to set up the pathing for the Queen, and Grand Warden gets that second wall breaker in to open up that compartment so she can walk that way. Just got to keep the invises going here because the Warden is getting low on health due to all of those giant bombs.
Further in, Inferno Tower.
Absolutely. Look, just out of range of that multi-archer tower at the top as well. Precision planning from Leo. But we have the Ice Golem initially at the bottom just to give his heroes that little bit extra time, strip out those buildings before the Root Riders move in to break the walls. They can push in towards the Town Hall. Freezes that early, does not want to take too much damage. There's the log launcher hitting it, and Yeti's popping out next to the Ricochet Cannon.
Can he get that Ricochet Cannon down with those Yeti Mice? We have seen how important that is, and it's actually going down. The Queen is in there as well and stealing out of those healers, and that is never a good thing to have.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted the Queen up there. He wanted her down behind the Root Riders to provide that extra damage. What's he going to do here? Because I thought she was going to move left towards the air defense. Now he's sending in a wall breaker to potentially help, but the Root Riders splitting down the bottom as well, despite not having any healers to help. Yeah, he's got that Queen ability. Does he force it? No, I mean, it's going to go off anyway. There's the Barbarian King. He's got the overgrowth there, but everything else on the right in towards that Fire Spitter. He's got to use the Royal Champion ability. He's at 75. Hero's going down fast. He's still got that King ability. Archer Queen now in a heap of danger at the top as well.
Yeah, the Archer Queen going down, which means the healers are going to fly across, but they cannot get any more value. The King, with his ability, might pick off some more buildings, which is going to increase the percentage. There we go. Any second. There we go. Spiky Ball taking some more buildings, but not too many because of what's going inside the base, and this is getting short to the 90% mark. Yeah, can he do this? We again have that Warden Angry Jelly combination with the Archer Queen to dive into that compartment, use those rocket dunes to push her in there. A test wall breaker, because remember with the Springtrap rework, not just that they deal now damage, but they are as well quick enough to target wall breakers. Oh, is he going to get that? No!
The Rico Cannon! What? That was not predicted. Obviously, he had to send in a Valkyrie to take down those archers, and then the Ricochet Cannon hits the Valkyrie, ricochets onto the Flame Flinger, not what they needed.
That core is going to wake up really soon, and we have seen how deadly those Ricochet Cannons inside the core can be.
Yeah, and you look at the RC positioning as well. She's right in the middle there, so even with her ability, she's not really able to take advantage of that, especially because she's popping Ice Golems right now. Just going from bad to worse for American.
He still has that Queen ability and a wall break to get some more percentage points to really make sure that they are getting close to the 90% mark, which so far seems to be like the targets you want to at least get if you're not getting those 3 stars.
Absolutely, that appears to be the benchmark. There's the Queen ability. A little bit unfortunate that now the Crusher Mortar is right there, so it's actually dealing damage onto all of the Queens. Gets 1 or 2 extra buildings. It's not going to be that 90%. It is 86 that he gets to. Can he get 1 extra building? Nope, there's that Springtrap to slow him down. Actually,
The World Champion is charging her way from the left. Rocket Balloon to the bottom can help set a funnel for this RC. As in more invis coming left and right, trying to get this RC through with 5 more invisibility spells to use.
That's a lot of invisibility spells used to just redirect that Royal Champion. She's trying to somehow maybe get towards the Town Hall. This is where the Earthquake then is going to come in. He has the active ability, which means he can take that Town Hall hopefully out. Burn Tower is next on the menu. There goes the Earthquake, another invis invested at the top side. Not sure if that was needed, but just playing it safe here, and the Town Hall going down.
Yeah, Town Hall going down. Did get shot that one time, which he's still timing the invis. Oh, she's getting pulled all the way back to try to kill off some of these archers. Maybe 1-2 shots, but does pull out 3 rocket loons. All right.
And I'm wondering what the plan is with the Icebox build, because he did not use it for the Ice Hound. So
yeah,
I'm not sure if he missed that, or if the plan is, I don't know, for the action figure on the back end, which is not the worst use case, to be honest. So let's see how that's going to play out, as he still has 2 hero abilities left to be used.
Yeah, this Ice Block not being used on the Ice Hound, which usually you tend to see, even maybe you pair a regular Lava Hound, because it would be a little bit less space. You do get that benefit of the freeze from it. So he decides to go with an Ice Block out of the Warden and Dragon.
But again, it's just this really crazy threshold of somehow surpassing that, well, 99%. Getting that 3-star is not easy.
It's not an easy thing to do here in the World Championship.
Absolutely, you can use those rocket loons so flexibly to set up the pathing of the Royal Champion. Does have to turn a couple of defenses invisible to push her right into the Expo and Ricochet Cannon. But like we were talking about before, you can use the rocket loons to set up Flame Flinger value as well.
What? That defending Archer Queen is for sure a paid actor, luring that Royal Champion into that compartment without any redirect needed whatsoever. And this now means there can't be any traps. He's even avoiding the Giga Bomb. Oh no, not getting that merge cannon. The question is, how important is that? Because the funneling, the ring is interrupted.
He's got that interrupted, like you said. You never want to leave your Royal Champion too long and then take too much damage, lose the Fox. You do want to recall. He's thankfully able to pick that Ricochet Cannon up without too much issue. And you notice the Overgrowth then pushing the Root Riders around the Town Hall. Royal Champion is right there. She's about to take it down, but like you said, the healers are on the Royal Champion, and now the healers are getting battered by the Town Hall defense. They will be going down pretty soon, and then he's only got the hero abilities to try and push through the back end of this base.
Redmine taking down another healer, which means he is only relying on the last 1 to 2 healers in this army composition. More wall breaks are coming in, but they're targeting the outside. The last healer going down. At this point, it's all about this back end, which is looking stacked with another Poison Tower and the defending Minion Prince.
Poison Tower will throw. There it goes, just to slow everything down as well. We've got the defensive hero monolith in that of the Minion Prince, and the monolith right behind, both of those dealing such high damage. So things will fizzle out in the center here. It's really how much value he can get with the Barbarian King on the outside of the base. Not a lot of non-defensive buildings down there to drive the percentage. Yesterday we seen around about 90% was the mark to hit, and it looks like Leo is going to fall short of that.
Yeah, it is a little bit tricky here, using the spiky ball early, and this means only one of those other backhand buildings are going down, with the Rocket Loons taking another few buildings, but he just got above the 80% mark, pushing it now to 85, but that monolith is having different plans, which means it is going to stay on that percentage. The first defense for Elevators in. Right now, we see the first couple of traps popping up. He's skipping some of those buildings to make sure that he's getting even more value with this Electro Aura. Now redirecting and getting right into that Forest Bitter.
Absolutely, more Giant Bombs in this compartment, but not enough to wipe out the Spirit Fox as of yet. The Royal Champion can slowly increase her hit points back. Spirit Fox holding on. I don't know, he just lost her.
And we have the Root Rider starting on the left.
I like the approach of the log launcher here, just a little bit different to snipe off that Town Hall. Then we've got the Valkyries not just deployed right behind the Root Riders, but trying to use them as funneling. They did hit the Giant Bombs. He's got to make sure they move across to be healed up as well, actually. But an interesting play to use them as funneling. They're all gone due to the Spring Traps.
Oh no, the Spring Traps hitting hard, but the Poison Tower at the top of these is triggered. The Royal Champion so low on hit points. There we go, the Rocket Spear activated, but that core,
go down.
When that one's waking up again, that is then bad news for him.
Slowly moving through the base, we've got the Barbarian King at the top, distracting the Minion Prince, but that multi-gear cannon deals a lot of damage. Now he gets that down, but the Crusher Mortar then steps into play.
Mortar Crusher is there, that's right, the Monolith as well, right now on the Boogers. Can he get some more percentage points? Because at this stage, we all see it is going to be another defense. We have talked about it this match could be really a defensive showcase for those two teams, which means the percentage points are even more important. Right now, below the 80% mark, can you pick up any more buildings to get in the higher percentage range?
Well, he's got a couple of troops that he don't really think he can snipe anything off, to be honest, at the moment, using those 2 rocket loons, trying to set up a gold mine snipe as well. But we mentioned the 90% mark being the benchmark. Elevate able to hit that with 93%, but the 2 opening attacks from Reported falling short at the moment. General X normally attacks about the mid part, and he is certainly one of their superstars, getting that 3-star yesterday.
His performance from earlier today and kick us off with a really strong attack. Starting things off here with the Blim for the Town Hall. Take that key building out early on. Running already into a couple of traps early as he's getting ready with the Roy Champ.
Always that big risk, especially on these long charges.
The Town Hall.
Oh, what's going on with the Town Hall?
The Town Hall didn't survive the Yeti Balloon.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I see what you're saying. He's going to send a rocket balloon in there. He might even take another rocket balloon. It is going to take one more. Good shot up there, Itsu. I didn't even recognize that the Yetis did not get that down. So throwing more assets at the Town Hall. Now we got to keep an eye on this Royal Champion. Can she get the proper value? Now she's spinning. Are there more traps in here? She takes a shot from the model. There's a Giga Bomb, a Giant Bomb, excuse me. Gets the Fire Spitter down. Get this under control. He's still got some invises, but he cannot miss.
He cannot miss indeed, because those spears have to hit right into the heart of this base. The scatter going down, the poison tower going down as well, which means he's not going to get any more buildings because of the slowdown most likely. Or can he clutch that Inferno Tower?
Oh, no.
It's going to stay up. He really has to push through here. He used both of those hero abilities early on, which means the Minion Prince and Eternal Tome are not available to him anymore. The King is going to be utilized on the back end. There we go with the Angry Jelly, which means he's not going to be revived with the Phoenix or anything like that. Instead, he is really relying on getting the value with that Angry Jelly, getting into the action as quickly as possible. But those Tesla might lure him to the outside.
Man, and we've seen this time and time again when these dragons start to thin out, spread out.
The Air Expo, though, picking off those other minions. And what that means, he's going to finish on the 89%, I think. Yep, that should be the final score for this one. 89%, 2-star for Picasso and for Tribe Gaming to kick us this match off.
Very, very respectable percent, but at the same time, you're hoping it's a little bit higher. His last dragon attack was 96. I think you would hope for it to be around that range. Are we going to see some bowler bounce here? It's just some old school bowler bounce. We saw a blizzard earlier. If we see a bowler bounce, this world has everything old school.
I mean, I really want to see where he's going to use those bowlers. I mean, Tribe are going crazy. The creative part of them is just on a whole different level. And this is really showing in their success so far. We have now the Royal Champion charging in towards the Town Hall. The active ability is getting used right away. I mean, the Giant Trap is getting triggered, but not doing too much, to be honest, as the biggest part of the value of the haste ball was within the Town Hall.
Yeah, I mean, it did maybe waste a few seconds of that haste, but it was still fine. She really wasn't under too much pressure there. But the big thing is, can he get the value that he's looking for here? It feels like he wants her to go into the core. Maybe not, because he's not trying to redirect her that way. She's going to go to the exterior, and then she's going to go down this line of Mortar Wizard Tower, and he's not trying to redirect it, so I think he's okay with this.
Yeah, maybe he just knows, hey, not go too crazy. They are having a really big lead, so not over-committing on those spells. That is totally fine. More spring traps are around that area. We have another invis. Roy Champ running around, not really sure where to go, but with no more invisibility spell left, she's going down, and now it's all to the dragons, and still those 4 bowlers.
Bowler's still in pocket, but all the dragons are in. The King is in. Let's see how far Nebrex can get against Bernal's base.
Let's see how far he can make it. We have a lot of troops coming in from the top. They tried to snipe the scatter inside that second layer, which did not work out with those rocket dunes. They were redirected. We have the huge push of dragons now countering that core, which did stay alive from the Royal Champion charge. The Minion Prince ability has been used and has been slowing down those sweepers. We see the bowlers back in air defense. Is it working? Yes!
Wow, great pickup there for those bowlers. getting that air defense down. However, most of the dragons are taken out, but the minion prince is still going strong there in the middle of the base.
Getting those high percentage 2-stars at this point is already a really good player for Tribe because they're not relying on those 3-stars anymore. They have already 2 from those 3 stars, and this means they're looking really good going now into the last attacks on this match. 94% is even a really, really high percentage 2-star. So for Elevate,
it's a deep Royal Champion charge into the Root Riders. He does have a ton of invisibilities here, but does have that little bit of support with the Overgrowth and the Recall to bring that Royal Champion back. But the big thing here is getting the value, setting the stage, setting the pathing for these Root Riders to enter this base.
Oh, there are the first traps popping up. We have a Spring Trap as well getting triggered. So far, the Fox still alive. Can the Fox dodge some traps as she's stuck on that storage? Another Spring Trap, another Spring Trap.
Oh.
We have seen it. Those Spring Traps are dangerous.
Okay.
Okay.
Log Launcher going right up the middle to the Town Hall to get that Crusher Mortar out of the way early.
And it is gone. It's going to trigger the Giga Bomb right away, so it's not going to get way further, but it did its job. Can those Yetis now, though, take down the tower? That would be massive for him. We have as well the Clan Castle get lured, but can they get the job inside the core done? And there we go.
Not to mention, still 3 of those invisibilities that can be used to protect all of these troops, the heroes, whatever he needs it for. First Invis goes down on the RC.
Oh, that multi-unit tower is so dangerous. Another Invis to keep that Royal Champion alive. The Root Riders are now getting pushed towards the outside. Another Invis. Remember, he had to recall early, so he has this backside power.
You have to get that Queen under control as quickly as possible. King still has ability. There's still Super Barbarian, still a Wall Breaker, so he can access that last compartment over there.
Oh, and the Clan Castle is still alive as well. That's another building he has to deal with. When is that King ability? There we go, spiking through. And this now is all about the back end. There's as well an Ice Golem, which might help him as he is going further. There was some troop getting deployed on the Clan Castle troop. 30 seconds at this point.
That Root needs to break the wall. Get through there, Root. Get through there. He's got the Frost. He's got the King. He's still got that Ice Golem. Now, remember, those buildings got damaged. The Root is on the Expo. The scatter shot should be pretty low, but it's got Frost.
No!
King goes down. I don't think he's going to have enough time. 14 seconds. It's going to be ultimately a time fail here for Yada, but it's going to be such a high percentage attack.
Yeah, the King had to stay alive, and even then, the Elixir storage, being in its own compartment, would have gotten tricky to really get through, but in the end, a 97 is way above.
That's gonna be the case for sure. 3 invises, so he's probably gonna have to do quite a bit of setup here, or maybe even go with a quick fireball. Obviously, we'll have to see where he gets that all going. He's going actually really, really quick with the fireball, only using one of those invises and just taking out that left compartment right there, and that'll allow this Warden just to have a nice little path around the outside of the space and maybe even into the middle a little bit later.
Yeah, and there's now the defending Minion Prince. That thing can like 2 or 3 shot your hero. It is scary. So this is why we're seeing the freeze invested. He needs to use another loom because that cannon is in there as well. Can he keep everything alive? So far it looks really nice for him as he's pushing forward, and the Flame Flinger's doing exactly what he's hoping for. Oh, Rocket Loons! Rocket Loon!
Oh, oh, is he in there? I can't see. I mean, the healers are still going, so I'm assuming he's fine. He's barely, okay, he's back up to full. He's back up to full. Oh my.
How did that work? I feel like those Rocket Loons could have one-shot the Warden. Does he see the Skeleton Trap? There's a Skeleton Trap, but the Wizard is handling it at the top side. His heroes at the bottom side are now trying to push for even more value, and the Warden is the instance who has to take down the core.
Yeah, I don't know how that Warden survived. I do not know. Flame Flinger actually gets one shot off, which will actually weaken up that CC. And here we go with some Valkyries actually out of the Clan
Oh no,
Castle.
the Warden! He's following!
Oh, Warden's following the Valks. That's going to be a problem. The Valkyries get taken out, but now the Warden's going to be in dangerous territory. He's in range of the Town Hall. He's in range of the Crusher Mortar. Here comes that Royal Champion. She's got to save the Warden. Rage is keeping that Warden alive. Here comes the Town Hall takedown with that Royal Champion. It's a save, but the Warden has been taken down. Time and time again. And you see like some of the frustration there on Klaus's face. Like this base just gave him so many issues as the attack developed. It was one thing after another.
Yeah, and I feel like even things went in his favor with the Warden not going down right away. And And let's see if he's going to do that. Starting things off again with some Rocket Dunes and the Yeti, which we have seen earlier, to get some redirection and get some control for that Royal Champion. Never mind for the Archer Queen to charge in that compartment. Take a look at that. Oh, a lot of damage. Wait, the Queen.
Oh, no.
No.
She
No,
walked
not like
out.
this. Not like this.
Remember, 79% 2-star. That's all they need. Get that 2. They were on the other side of barely able to survive because of a 1-star. They cannot afford that.
Get the percentage high. We have some red mines in the beginning. We have as well the freeze and the multi-crush. Everything at this bottom side is frozen right now due to ice golems or freeze spells. But now this Archer Queen, wait a second, she might go to the wrong direction, is stealing healers as well.
Don't steal those healers. She is going to go over to the right. She does. The healer's going to join her. Finds the Tornado Trap. Kick Up Bomb activates as well. The only positive thing about the Queen going over there is she can rack up percentage. She can grab the percent, but the Town Hall needs to go down. It finally becomes active again. The Royal Champion can turn around, decides to overgo the top side as he does path, turns around, grabs this Town Hall, and luckily the Queen is to the edge at this point, and she's going to be able to grab those buildings, even has her ability. He just needs a few more, and there it is. A 79% is what is needed, and Milliceme MG are advancing. The number 7, or the last golden ticket, which would actually be number 8, taking out the number 1 golden ticket, which was Dizzy X STMN. And Dizzy X STMN, they made it to every single qualifiers, but unfortunately was not enough here.